We had a couple of problems here last year. Tried to hit us with some budget cuts. You know, same old song. But that's the past. You gotta go along to get along, you know what I mean?
Overall, I've found this to be a good working environment and a valuable experience. I've learned a lot while I've been here.
And you've never felt that your safety has been compromised?
No, ma'am.
So this has been a positive experience for you. You enjoy working with everyone?
Yes. It's a calm, pleasant environment. I don't think I've ever seen anyone get upset here.
I guess it's the old joke. You don't have to be crazy to work here, but it helps. I suppose there is a certain attraction to being out here on the edge like this, the new frontier.
New Frontier is right. When Babylon 5 went online in 2257, odds makers from New Vegas to Lords of London were predicting it wouldn't last 6 months.
Well, I've never been very much on gambling. I've never quite found the time for it.
You were originally a starship captain, correct?
Yeah, the Agamemnon. Yeah, she was a real beauty. One of the first Omega-class destroyers to come off the construction line after the war. Our job was part military patrol, part diplomatic mission. We went around to most of the non-aligned worlds, put in an appearance, kept the peace, that sort of thing.
Babylon 5 has been through some dramatic changes in administration since it became operational. Would you attribute these changes to bad management? Or to quote former Senator Hidoshi, is this horse just too big for anybody to ride?
Changes are part of the military life. Everybody goes into this knowing that tomorrow you could be someplace that you hadn't even heard of 24 hours ago. I've been stationed so many places over the years, I can't even remember most of them. But you're right. Some days this is one hell of a big horse.
You know what the folks back home don't understand? The ones who've never left Earth, is just how dangerous space can be. Aside from incidents like this, just the everyday reality of living your days and nights in a big tin can surrounded by vacuum. I remember my first time on a transport, on the Moon-Mars run. I was just a kid, maybe 17. A buddy of mine was messing around and zipping through the halls, and he hid in one of the airlocks. I don't know, I guess he was gonna try to scare us or something, I don't know. But just as I got close, he must have hit the wrong button because the air doors slammed shut, space doors opened, and he just flew out into space. Now, the one thing they never tell you is that you don't die instantly in vacuum. Just hung there against the black, like a puppet with his strings all tangled up. Or one of those old cartoons where you run off the edge of the cliff and your legs keep going. You could see that he was trying to breathe, but there was nothing. And one thing I remember when they pulled in his body, his eyes were frozen. A lot of people make jokes about spacing somebody, about shoving somebody out an airlock. I don't think it's funny. Never will.
Although the airlocks on Babylon 5 are considerably safer, the last 3 years have shown that the station itself is anything but secure. In its first year of operation, there were half a dozen murders, 3 acts of sabotage, including a bomb that blew out 2 levels, and a barely averted attack by the Vorlon Empire. Since then, there have been 50 deaths by violence. So the question remains, given its cost in lives and money, is Babylon 5 serving any useful purpose, or, as we're about to see, is the whole thing falling apart at the seams?
I've just been briefed by my government, and I'm prepared to issue the following statement. The Centauri ship that was attacked by one of our vessels was not simply a commercial transport. It was secretly transferring weapons of mass destruction to ships bound for the front lines where they were to be used in the war against our people. They have turned Babylon 5 into a weapons supply post, and we cannot allow this to continue, even if it means shutting down Babylon 5 completely.